The next trillion-dollar AI bottleneck isn't power, compute, or memory. It's connectivity, and the only solution is light. If there's anything I've learned about investing, it's that listening to Jensen Huang is the best way to generate alpha. Because you'd be surprised how long it takes most investors to actually understand where the puck is skating.
Now, the challenge with scaling up GPUs to many hundreds of thousands is the connection of the scale out, where the data centers are now the size of the stadium, and that's where silicon photonics comes in.
In today's video, I'll give you a clear, concise breakdown on photonics so you can profit off this massive shift. Because I believe that photonic stocks, even after a huge run-up recently, could still be some of the most mispriced investments on the market. Before we begin, please remember my videos are for informational purposes only. They're not financial advice. You must do your own research, and investing is risky. Making asymmetrical AI investments is really just a game of understanding the constraints. We saw this with GPUs, then with energy, and more recently with memory stocks. But the newest constraint I think the market still underestimates is the copper wall. Right now, AI clusters transmit data through electrons using copper wires. But new standards are making those wires untenable for accomplishing the needs of AI. The main reason why is coming down to exponential growth in interconnect speeds. Nvidia is scaling GPU racks from 72 to 576 processors by 2027, and interconnect speeds need to jump from 400 gigabits to 1.6 terabits. So these speeds are a measure of how much data chips can send to each other per second. To put that into perspective, 400 gigabits per second is fast enough to download every movie on Netflix in under a minute. 1.6 terabits is 4 times that. Now the problem is that past 800 gigabits, copper hits a physics wall. Electrons have mass and carry charge, so when you push billions of them through tiny copper wires at these speeds, a few things happen. First, they generate enormous heat. So much so that wires in data centers right now are literally starting to melt. Second, because there's all this heat, it degrades the signal itself. So the data arriving at the other end is sometimes corrupted. And third, there's this problem called crosstalk. If wires are packed too close together, electrical fields start interfering. Now, these problems aren't solved with engineering. They're physics problems that come with copper. And that's why photonics is the solution. But why? So when we talk about photonics, I want you to understand that it's probably something you're familiar with already. The reason all of our home internet got so fast is because we replaced copper phone lines with glass fiber optics that carry light instead of electrons. And you'll actually learn later that many of the stocks positioned to win in this AI photonics boom actually got their start in the telecom industry. That was the first photonics revolution, and now we're seeing the second one happening inside data centers. And it's the same principle, just at a smaller scale. Instead of connecting cities and neighborhoods, this is about connecting chips. And the advantages are the same ones that made fiber optic broadband internet superior. Light carries more data than copper, generates almost no heat, and uses a fraction of the power. Just think of it this way. An electron moving through a copper wire is like rolling a bowling ball down a hallway. A photon moving through glass is like shining a flashlight to the end of the hallway. Now it's obvious which one's gonna hit the end faster. And it's not just speed. Light beams don't interfere with each other. They actually pass through one another. This means engineers can stack hundreds of different colors of laser light onto a single fiber, each carrying its own independent data stream. That's a cable the width of a human hair carrying hundreds of separate data highways simultaneously. You just can't do the same things with copper that you can do with light. It operates at frequencies 100,000 times higher than electrical signals. So now you understand the advantages of photonics, but now we need to understand what companies are best positioned to win. One of my favorite photonic stocks is Applied Optoelectronics, ticker symbol AAOI. I called this one out in my Discord and in my Substack newsletter before it jumped over 50% after its crazy earnings report. I even made this stock the largest position in my public photonics portfolio right before it exploded. So I'll be using Moomoo today, which is the brokerage platform I use to walk you through today's stock. So AAOI makes the transceivers that plug into GPU servers, and you can think of them as translators between electrical signals and light. Every single GPU in a data center needs these transceivers to leverage the power of photonics. I love using Moomoo because you can research businesses and do your trading in the same place. And we can see here that AAOI's business has been skyrocketing. They did $456 million in revenue last year, up 83%, and they're guiding for over $1 billion this year. Management says production, not demand, is the limiting factor. And we can see here on this Moomoo tab that several firms upgraded the stock after the earnings, so you can see exactly what they think after these earnings drop. One other really interesting part about this business business is they're not just fully dependent on AI. As Moomoo's revenue breakdown shows, their cable TV business is actually a huge chunk of the company and is growing really fast, providing this revenue floor in an AI bear case. One of the reasons I bought this company before earnings is because I saw the options activity using Moomoo's unusual trading tracker. Basically, all the trading done here before earnings was ultra bullish. Overall, I absolutely love Moomoo's option trading setups. I literally do not trade a single option without checking through all the key data that Moomoo makes super clear that other platforms just don't provide. I can easily see the IV and the expected move at every strike price, plus a bunch of other statistical features. If you want a platform that lets you turn ideas into conviction, you can sign up to trade on Moomoo with this QR code or at the link in my description, and you could get up to $50,000 of Nvidia stock and 8% APY on cash for a limited time with a qualifying deposit. Now, with AOI, we talked about transceivers, but transceivers don't work unless they have lasers. So that brings us to Lumentum, ticker symbol LIGHT. This has become one of the hottest AI stocks in the world, and that's because LIGHT specializes in making the lasers that go inside transceivers. And this is where the real bottleneck is forming, because only a handful of companies can make these lasers, LIGHT being one of them. Their biggest customers, Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, they're all racing to secure supply. And it's why LIGHT's datacom revenue grew over 200% in their most recent quarter. Another heavyweight in this space is Coherent, ticker symbol COHR. Coherent makes a lot of the same components as Lumentum, but they also have a massive vertically integrated supply chain. They manufacture their own EML chips, build them into transceivers, and then sell those finished modules. Similar to LIGHT, this business has been on fire. Their data center segment surged 61% in 2025. But here's where things get really interesting. Something crazy happened while I was making this video. Nvidia just invested $2 billion into Coherent and $2 billion into Lumentum for multi-year purchase agreements to secure supply. This really validates that photonic supply is a real bottleneck. Nvidia is basically giving these companies money to expand their capacity so they can produce more lasers to meet the demand of AI. And if that wasn't enough, after these investments, another crazy thing happened. Both Coherent and LIGHT were added to the S&P 500. Institutions that weren't paying attention to photonics are now forced buyers. The sector literally went from niche to dominant overnight. So the last three stocks we've talked about, Coherent, Lumentum, and AOI, are all involved in laser manufacturing. And I think that's the most strategic part of the supply chain. But there are other photonic stocks. There's Ciena, which uses fiber optics to connect entire data centers together, as multi-gigawatt campuses now involve multiple buildings. There's AXTI, which controls over 30% of the market in indium phosphide substrate that every laser is grown from. And Tower Semiconductor, they are one of the leading silicon photonic foundries working directly with Nvidia on co-packaged optics. Co-packaged optics is still a ways away to be mainstream, but it's basically the holy grail the industry is building towards right now. CPO, as it's called, means less latency and less energy use because the electrical to optical conversion happens right next to the chip. But out of all these stocks, you're probably thinking which one is the most asymmetric for my portfolio. When it comes to risk and reward, I think AOI by far is the most asymmetric of these stocks. They're guiding to a roughly $5 billion revenue run rate in 2027, and that's up from doing just around $500 million in revenue in 2025. So AOI has this huge advantage in that they make their own lasers in-house and they make the transceivers. They're aggressively standing up US-based manufacturing, and they now have 3 out of 5 hyperscalers as customers. Really, AOI's story comes down to management execution, and if they can, the stock has a tremendous amount of room to run. So I can actually walk you through the math on why I think this stock is going to keep exploding. So I have a DCF model and price targets for this company at the link in my description, so you can check out that research there. But if you have a lower risk tolerance and you're looking for exposure to the photonic sector, going to the leaders like Lumentum and Coherent, they now have Nvidia backing and they're in the S&P. Now, to round this video out, I've got one more reason to share with you on why I think photonics is still extremely early. By now, every investor's heard of quantum computing. You have stocks like IonQ and Rigetti that went absolutely parabolic on the promise of this new paradigm. But Jensen Huang himself has said useful quantum computers are still 15 to 30 years away. And one reason for that is probably because quantum doesn't solve the biggest problem in AI right now. Every AI model, every large language model, every image classifier runs on a core mathematical operation, matrix multiplication. This is exactly how Nvidia GPUs work. They perform matrix multiplication by pushing billions of electrons through transistors, trillions of multiply and add operations over and over every second. This is what trains ChatGPT. This is what generates your images, every AI product you see. Now, as we talked about a bit earlier, this generates enormous heat, it consumes massive power, and it's basically running into these massive physics walls. But here's what most investors don't know. Light can perform matrix multiplication with near zero energy. In April 2025, a startup called Light Matter published a paper in Nature proving this works. They built a photonic processor that ran real AI models with accuracy matching traditional electronic chips. Compare that to 1200 watts for a single Nvidia GPU. Investors see this vision. Light Matter has now raised over $850 million, and their CEO signals an IPO could be around the corner. Competitors like IR Labs are valued at nearly $4 billion, and Neurophos just raised over $118 million backed by Bill Gates. Billions are flowing into photonic compute, but we just haven't seen these companies hit public markets and start to pick up the same attention as quantum. To be totally clear though, photonic processors replacing traditional GPUs is definitely a fantasy, but here's how I think about this as an indicator for the photonic sector in general. Clearly, light-based technology is already the future for data center infrastructure. The networking, the interconnects, the switches, that's happening right now and is driving massive revenue growth, top and bottom line. But one day, photonics could also be the future of AI compute itself. And if that second part proves true, the stocks in this space are undoubtedly very mispriced. If I executed, this video is going to be going out before Nvidia GTC, and I think there's going to be way more announcements on the photonic space happening there. I'm actually going to be attending in person, so make sure to be subscribed to my channel. I'll be making a video about everything I learned at that event and all the stocks that I think will benefit the most from what I see and hear at GTC, listening directly to Jensen. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn about more digestible, easy to understand videos linked to clear investment ideas, check out this video right here or this video right here.